Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the first home game of the 2020 football season. Tonight, we will be honoring 21 amazing seniors for senior night. We will be honoring all the seniors from band, cheerleading, cross country, and football. The first senior we will be honoring tonight is from the pride of Kellyville, Miss Cassandra Osmond. Cassandra is the daughter of Shelly Beeman. Her activities include band and esports. After high school, she plans to attend the University of Oklahoma and become an elementary teacher. Representing cheer is senior Clarissa Brothers. Clarissa is the daughter of Alan and Sabrina Brothers. Her activities include cheer, track, youth group at church, beta club, and HOSA. After high school, she plans to become an LPN and pursue a degree in diagnostic medical sonography. Representing cheer is senior Caitlin DeGraffenreid. Caitlin is the daughter of Tracy and Tammy DeGraffenreid. Her activities include basketball, cheer, Stuco, and beta club. After high school, she plans to attend Oklahoma State University and major in forensic psychology. Representing cheer is senior Alex Hutchins. Alex is the daughter of Tanya Hutchins and Craig Hutchins. Her activities include cheer. After high school, she plans to attend college and become a labor and delivery nurse. Representing cheer is senior Ty Nicholson. Ty is the daughter of John and Cammie Nicholson. Her activities include cheer and NTHS. After high school, she plans to attend college and become a graphic designer. Representing JV cheer is senior Kaylee Lucas. Kaylee is the daughter of Steve and Jessica Lucas. Her activities include JV cheer. After high school, she plans to attend college. Representing JV cheer is senior Chelsea Marcus. Chelsea is the daughter of Billy Lindsay. Her activities include JV cheer and the high school bowling team. After high school, she plans to attend college and become a veterinarian. Representing cross country is senior Wyatt Herndon. Wyatt is the son of Tim and Michelle Herndon. His activities include cross country. After high school, he plans to become a certified welder. Representing cross country is senior Amy Kinsey. Amy is the daughter of Casey Kinsey and Stephanie Harger. Her activities include basketball, cross country, track, and Stuco. After high school, she plans to join the National Guard and go to college. Representing football is videographer and film manager senior Jacob Jones. Jacob is the son of Robert and Dana Jones. His activities include football and basketball, film manager, and KVRising.com videographer. After high school, he plans to continue KV Rising and pursue his dreams at ESPN. Representing football is senior Colton Ayers. Colton is the son of David and Brooke Ayers. His activities include football, baseball, basketball, and beta club. After high school, he plans to play college baseball and double major in business and sports management. Representing football is senior Jeremy Hicks. Jeremy is the son of Josh and April Holland and Jeremy and Lucretia Hicks. His activities include football and basketball. After high school, he plans to attend college and become an HVAC technician. Representing football is senior Austin Hollingsworth. Austin is the son of Robbie and Connie Hollingsworth. His activities include football, basketball, and powerlifting. After high school, he plans to become a motorcycle technician. Representing football is senior Andrew Jones. Andrew is the son of Bart and Joe Jones. His activities include football, baseball, and VOTEC. After high school, he plans to become a certified welder. Representing football is senior Ranger Long. Ranger is the son of Adrian Long. His activities include football. After high school, he plans to join the military and become a police officer. Representing football is senior Garrett Reed. Garrett is the son of Carl and Leslie Reed. His activities include football and powerlifting. After high school, he plans to join the Marines. Representing football is senior Connor Smith. Connor is the son of Andy and Valerie Smith. His activities include baseball, football, and powerlifting. After high school, he plans to play college baseball and get a bachelor's degree in pre-law and become an attorney. Representing football is senior Taver Thornbrew. Taver is the son of Clint and Sonia Thornbrew. His activities include football and baseball. After high school, he plans to attend college and play sports while majoring in business management. Representing football is senior Trevor Jones. Trevor is the son of Heather Jones and Clint and Sonia Thornbrew. His activities include baseball, basketball, and football. After high school, he plans to attend college and make lots of money. Representing football is senior John Vaughn. John is the son of Chuck and Marcy Lawley and Billy Vaughn. His activities include football, powerlifting, and track. After high school, he plans to attend college and eventually find his career path. Representing football is senior Clayton Wallace. Clayton is the son of Tony and Katie Wallace. His activities include football and baseball. After high school, he plans to keep attending Central Tech and finish his certification as an electrician or an HVAC. Ladies and gentlemen, please get on your feet and let's hear it one more time for this wonderful group of seniors.
Can I ask anyone that has served in the military if you'll join our first responders out on the field? Anyone that has served in the military, please join our first responders out on the field. Please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem, being performed tonight by high school junior Dusty Evans.
Hey everybody, welcome to KV Rising. It's September 11th. I hope you caught the pregame activities with senior night and the first responders tribute. We're still about 7 minutes from kickoff. And I'm joined tonight in the booth by my oldest son, Matt Vaughn.
What's up?
Mr. Football IQ standing over there being all low-key. This kid knows more. His football, if his football IQ was any higher, he'd be a coach. Anyway, I'm Billy Vaughn. Rob is working the PA here at the stadium, so he's not going to be joining us. I look for a pretty good contest tonight. I will say Caney Valley looks a little on the small side compared to Kellyville. They're not as small as Kiefer was. Speaking of Kiefer, not sure if you caught the game last Friday night. Kiefer was up 9 points at halftime. Kellyville came roaring back. And now there was some questionable calls and non-calls in the first half, but that's history. There's nothing you can do about that. You just got to move on. But the way Kellyville played the second half, if they can replicate that every Friday night, they will nearly be unstoppable this season.
This is a dangerous team when they get rolling.
Very dangerous. Yeah, if the offensive line's working, they have a three-headed snake in the backfield as far as the running backs. And
not to cut you off, but we got our seniors coming out for the coin toss. Looks like all of them are coming out for this coin toss because this is senior night. But no, back to what you were saying. Yeah, they got three really good running backs, and all it takes is for one of them to pop off. And
right, and they, Kiefer was trying to arm tackle both Jeremy Hicks and Trevor Jones last Friday night, and that you can't arm tackle these guys.
Yeah, good luck.
And aside from the running backs, Colton Ayers is a pretty accurate quarterback when he throws, and he can run too. He'll pick up 9-10 yards
he's
on a scramble.
He's not afraid to pull it down and fight for some extra yards.
No, he's not. And it looks like the rest of the captains are staying at the number, and we've got Colton Ayers, Trevor Jones, Jeremy Hicks, and Taver Thornbrew out at the field.
Some background on Caney Valley's game last week. They just an absolute drubbing of Holbert 42-0. Some stats from that game: they went 10 of 13 passing for 155 yards, and they rushed the ball 32 times for 310 yards. That is almost 10 yards a carry. That's
pretty good average. Yeah, we were trying to take stats last week at Kiefer, and the wind was blowing. It was keeping us from doing that. But I do know that Trevor Jones rushed for Kellyville for right at 250 yards. And Kellyville had over 500 yards total offense. I know that.
Easily.
Yeah, and the thing about Trevor Jones and Jeremy Hicks, they're Jeremy not so much, but Jones is a power runner, and he's got breakaway speed.
Back to the coin toss, it looks like Caney Valley. I didn't see who won the toss, but it looks like Caney Valley will receive for this first half. So I'm guessing the Ponies did what they did last week, and they won the toss and deferred.
Yeah, put the defense on the field first and kind of gauge their offense and see what happens. But Matt, those scrimmages, Kellyville's defense was very greedy and opportunistic.
They were.
They had more as many turnovers as they did scores in that first scrimmage. And Sperry was about 50-50.
And Sperry, coming into this 2020 season, was ranked number 5 in the state.
Yes.
And the fact that the Ponies were able to do that to them, just remarkable. Something else about Caney Valley, they had 5 different guys rushing the ball. Kind of sounds like Kellyville.
Yeah.
They had, especially this player, number 24, Jeff Childress, ran 12 carries, 145 yards.
That's a little over 10 yards a touch, and that's pretty good. That's good for a first down whenever you hand him the ball.
Mm-hmm. Now, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say I think the Kellyville defense has a little bit more to offer than Holbert's does, because you go anywhere on this line, and you got big number 77 Austin Hollingsworth just plugging up the 2 A gaps. That's right where the center is, and then you somehow block him. You got John Vaughn and Garrett Reed to worry about. You get them blocked up. You got Jeremy Hicks and Landon Volner coming off the edge. If you manage to block all them, you got Andy Jones and Brody Berryhill filling gaps.
Yes, the first 2 levels of the Kellyville defense is like a wall. I think, and with the field being wet like it is, I don't see a lot of passing happening tonight.
Well, considering both teams run the ball very well, hopefully this will be a little bit of a shorter game than last week.
Yeah, that was a marathon. I didn't know what was going on,
If you guys didn't know, the game last Friday lasted from 7 till about 10:45. That's almost a 4-hour game.
Yeah.
I don't think the Super Bowl is that long, and that has about a 20-minute halftime show.
Yeah, it's close for sure.
Looks like the team's coming out to
here we go. Ponies.
Changing up their come-out song. That was Blue on Black by Five Finger Death Punch, I guess,
there you go.
In order to support our police officers, Back to Blue.
Yeah, I've got chills right now, Matt. And it's kind of chilly, but it's not that. I've got chills. I'm ready to rock.
That pregame festivities to honor our, 1, to remember 9/11, and 2, to honor our law enforcement and our first responders. That got me fired up.
Yeah, that's something that I hold very dear to my heart personally, is military and first responders. And I've got some very good friends that are former military. One's still active as a combat medic. But I've got a friend of mine that served in the Navy and the Army. When he got out of the Navy, he wanted he wasn't finished serving his country. He went and enlisted in the Army. So, Rick Viber, if you're listening, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Looks like we'll get to see the Caney Valley kick return unit first. Looks like kicking for the Ponies is number 3, Jeremy Hicks. That's usually reserved for Justin Miles, but he's injured.
He's sitting here beside me filming for the team, I guess.
And Jeremy can boot it, too. Jeremy and Justin both can boot it.
Yeah. I wonder I don't know. That was a good kick.
That was a good kick.
It's taken inside the 5. No, taken inside the 5.
Oh, my gosh. That was a lick by Cam Robertson, number 55 out there.
Big Cam.
I believe that was number 3, Jordan Morgan, returning for the Trojans.
Yeah, he got it out to about the 32.
And we get to see this Caney Valley offense in action.
And the Kellyville Pony defense.
This Pony defense.
Now, I'm going to tell you, nobody Windexed the windows up here, so it's like I'm looking through a foggy window, and I can't see anyway. Keep promising to get glasses, and anybody out there that is an optometrist and wants some free advertising, hook me up with some specs, and we'll get you going.
All right, here comes the Caney Valley offense. They're going to go, looks like 2 tight ends and 2 wing backs. This receiver split out wide, and number 7 is going to drop back and pass. He gets leveled.
Oh.
And it's knocked away by number 36, Connor Thomas.
Yeah, Connor Thomas is a big kid. He's probably, I don't know how tall he is, but he's 6'4".
And he's just a sophomore.
Wow. If he hits another growth spurt, he's going to be like Shaquille O'Neal big.
That was number 40, Garrett Reed, in on the pressure and probably the hurry up.
Yeah, Garrett Reed spent a series last week at Kiefer in the Kiefer backfield.
Looks like Caney Valley's going to bring guys in the box. They have no receivers. Number 7 drops back, and he's going to hand it off. And he is met immediately by number 20, Andy Jones.
Andy Jones came to play. He likes to hear it loud, too. He had a good game last week. Kiefer was in on several key stops.
And they're going to gain about a yard, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 9. I see maybe. Well, I was going to say I was going to see a pass, but they have no receivers.
Yeah, they could flare back out, though.
But they may try that again because it looked like the hole was there. Number 7's going to take it. And he is met by Trevor
Oh,
Jones
Trevor
for
Jones.
a massive loss.
Yeah, he lost about 8 yards on
About
that
8
play.
yards. And
I'm pretty sure we're going to see Caney Valley's punting unit come on, yeah.
I would hope so because
Yeah, 4th and about 16 or 15. Yeah, because they were a yard ahead, okay. 4th and 15. Trevor Jones back to receive.
look at that. Gets to make the sack and gets to return the punt.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens.
I don't know. I mean, you could fake it because they wouldn't be expecting it. Low snap, but
Yeah,
he still gets it off.
He got it off.
And
and he's just
they're
gonna
waving
let
it off.
hit. Yeah, he's just going to let it roll out of bounds at about the Kellyville 36. I think it went out about the 36-yard line.
So now we get to see this Pony offense who, like you said, put up over 500 total yards.
Yeah, they came back and scored. They hung 60 on Kiefer, a very fast Kiefer
62.
team. Yeah, 62-41.
I went all through Kellyville, and I've been coming back for 3 years. I've never seen 62 on a Kellyville scoreboard for the Ponies.
I looked back through the scoring history for about the last 10 years, and I think 58 was it.
So Kellyville's going to come out in this 2-back set with 2 receivers split out. Colton's going to go under center. He's going to hand off to Trevor Jones.
Slashes to the left.
He's going to pick up about 8 or 9.
Yeah, I think they'll probably give him about 8. He hit and kind of bounced. Yeah, he's going to be about 3 yards short.
Huh.
It's going to be a 2nd and 7, which is still good.
Second and 3.
Or 2nd and 3. Yeah,
They
he picked
gained
up
7.
7. Sorry.
All right, now Kellyville's going to send out 2 receivers to the right with Volner as the wing back and Taver Thornbrew as the lone back. Volner's going to motion. They're going to hand off to Thornbrew.
Number 7, Taver Thornbrew.
And, did he cough up the ball?
Looked like the ball was came loose.
I think he coughed up the ball at the end. Oh, and we got an injured pony, looks like. That might be Taver Thornbrew. Looks like he's holding his head.
That may not be good. But we'll see. He's up. He's on his feet.
He's up and walking. Looks like under his own power.
Yeah, he's not being assisted at all. How many yards did he pick up on that play, Matthew?
Well, I think he coughed the ball up at the end. So
Did they give it to Caney Valley? Yes, they did. Okay.
So this Pony defense is back out there, looking to see if Caney Valley can capitalize on this rare fumble by Taver Thornbrew.
Yeah, he's usually pretty sure-handed. And Kellyville didn't have any turnovers last week at all.
And he's going to be stopped by number 40, Garrett Reed, immediately.
Yes.
Garrett Reed was immediately in the backfield. That was number 7, Wallace, the quarterback. Loss of about 4. He was immediately in that backfield.
Yeah, he escaped through unscathed.
And he's such a big, wide-bodied kid.
He's built like a brick mailbox. With arms and legs.
Looks like Caney Valley going to send out 2 receivers now, along with a wing back and the lone back. He's going to motion in. It's going to be a jet sweep, and he is met by Trevor Jones
at the line of scrimmage.
About the line of scrimmage. Maybe he lost a little bit. Not enough to really matter, but he lost a little bit. So that's going to bring up 3rd and long.
Yeah, about 3rd and 14 still.
So let's see if this Pony defense can get back off the field and their offense can get back and start it up again.
Yeah, there's 8:20 left in the first quarter.
Caney Valley's going to send out a lone receiver to the right and 2 wing backs.
Blitz coming up the middle. Andy Jones.
Somebody flinched. I couldn't really see who that was.
Flag down on the field.
We're going to get a false start on the Trojans.
Yeah, well, when a middle linebacker's coming, you're going to kind of try to protect yourself. That's kind of human nature. Can't blame the kid.
And that's good on the Ponies because when you're taught to either watch the ball or watch your guy in front of you, and when you see your linebacker out of the corner of your eye, you tend to flinch. So that's a good job by the Ponies. This is going to break up third and even longer, and they're going to send same formation, looks like. One receiver out to the right. Number 7 is going to drop back, and he's –
Garrett Reed putting pressure on him. Oh, they connected.
They completed, but well short of the first down marker. So I don't know if they're going to punt. They're going to looks like they're subbing, so looks like they're punting.
Number 46, Hunter Potts.
That's number 46, Hunter Potts, that was on the reception. And it looks like he's also the punter.
Yeah, it's about 4th and 13.
Trevor Jones back to receive this. Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground.
He's just trying to get rid of it.
John Vaughn lays out the punter. And that punt went about.
He shanked it. It didn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
So this offense catches a break.
Yeah, that was a gift. And really, a bad snap can be. I was in a game in high school. We were ahead 50-0, and our long snapper snapped the ball over the punter's head, and it went out the back of the end zone for a safety. That was the only points the other team scored was 2 points on that bad snap.
Well, they can also be good because it gives the punter, if your punter's an athlete, he can scramble and get either a first down or a touchdown. You see that many times.
Yeah, you remember last year at Chandler, Jeremy Hicks was a punter and got a bad snap, and he run it for about 60 yards.
Ayers going to fake to Trevor Jones and roll out. Well short of his intended receiver, Connor Thomas.
Yeah, he was about 2 yards short at least.
Looks like Hicks is coming in now.
Yeah, Kellyville does a good job of running the backs in and out and giving the defense somebody else to worry about. Kellyville's not playing like they were in the second half last week, but they're not playing as bad as they were in the first half either.
No,
so.
Pony's going to send out 3 receivers. It's going to toss to Hicks. He's got a little bit of – he's got some room. He's still on his feet.
Fighting his way down to about the Caney Valley 30. Let's see where they spotted. I'm going to say the 32.
And that's
yes, that's a first down.
That's a first down.
Picks up another yard for Pony's first down. Once again, sponsored by Stuart Martin Kubota.
Pony's going to send out 2 receivers to the left with Volner and Jones in the backfield, with Andy Jones at tight end on the right. And there's a flag
on the field.
with nobody moved that I saw. Offsides against the Trojans.
Must have lined up offside.
I didn't see anybody jump or anything. So that cuts it from a 1st and 10 to a 1st and 5. Pony is going to stick with it. And Caden Ayers maybe lined up on the wrong side. They're going to hand off to Jones. Juking and jiving.
Takes it around the right side. He picks up some good yards. It's going to be a first down for Kellyville.
Brought down by number 31 and also having on number 3, Jordan Morgan.
Yep, that's a Pony first down.
That's good enough for another Stuart Martin Kubota first down for the Ponies.
They're going to stick with that formation. Oh, they're going to change it. Caden Ayers is lined up receiver on the left along with Connor Thomas and Andy Jones at tight end. They're going to hand back off to Jeremy Hicks.
Over the right side, picks up about 8. Looks like.
About 5 or 6, actually.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking through window frames and camera tripods and everything else.
They're going to sub again. Now we got Trevor Jones as the back, along with Landon Volner as the fullback. Garrett Reed's at tight end on the left, and with Connor Thomas and Caden Ayers split out at receivers. And hand it off to Jones. He's got some room.
Over the left.
Can he make it? He's gonna.
Yes,
he's gonna walk in.
Yeah. Yes.
Touchdown Ponies. It took us a little bit, but we got there. Nice kick-out block and swab by the offensive line.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, John Vaughn has pulling down to an art. If he's leading on a pull, on a sweep around the left side, and he's got the kick-out block, there's going to be a hole behind him because he will block whoever's there.
Looks like the Ponies are going to go for 2. They got Garrett Reed at tight end and Hicks in the backfield. And I looked in. He's in. 2-point conversion is good by Jeremy Hicks. Ponies up 8-0 with about 5:45 left in the first quarter. Don't you just find it a little bit ironic the first 2 opponents are the Trojans?
Yeah. You usually don't get that.
No.
Trojans is a pretty popular mascot.
Trojans,
name, I guess.
Tigers, Eagles, Pirates, what have you.
Well, Pirates isn't that common. I mean, there's a few schools, but Trojans is not that common in 2A. I don't think. You got the Jinx Trojans.
Yeah.
You know.
Little flashback for our viewers. The last time the Ponies played the Caney Valley Trojans was in the 2015 season, and the Ponies won by a score of 20-15 at Caney Valley, and they've already scored over half that in the first quarter.
Halfway through the first quarter.
Hicks again to kick for the Ponies.
You know, I think it was raining that night too. That game you're talking about.
No, it was hot.
Okay. It usually is hot right now.
And the kick's going to roll out of bounds, and that's a flag.
Yeah, let's see what Caney Valley wants to do with it.
Looks like he was wanting to kind of kick it short, and maybe the guy struggles to pick it up, and you either make the tackle or you recover the ball.
Yeah, because if he can't pick it up, then that's a loose ball.
I've seen the Ponies do that many a times. Kick it kind of short. Guy either fumbles it or he struggles to pick it up, and you recover, and that's a free possession.
Yeah, hope for a mishandle, and it happens.
So we get to see this Pony defense out here again.
And I'll tell you what, Matthew, with the first responders tribute, there's more cop cars out in the parking lot right now than there was in Cannonball Run.
I think that's an outdated reference. No one's going to get that.
I don't know. There's some old folks out there that'll get it.
Caney Valley looking to spread it out a little bit. They
have
4. They go doubles. Number 7 back. He's going to get the rush.
Garrett Reed.
Going to take him down hard.
With about a 4-yard sack.
But there is a flag. There is a flag. And Caney Valley kind of backing up a little bit, so.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, well, that last series started off with a 4-yard loss by Garrett Reed.
I believe that's a chop block.
Yeah.
That was a chop block on the Trojans, and so that's going to back him up.
That should be a personal foul, 15 yards.
I believe so. So far this game, Garrett Reed has been in the backfield just as much as the Caney Valley quarterback has.
Yeah, he's like a shark, and there's blood in the water right now. So, yeah, he's in attack mode.
15-yard penalty will replay first down. It'll be a 1st and 25 for the Trojans.
Trojans going to tighten up. They have two wing backs. And looks like a tight end. Looks like a reverse. And he's taken out number 21. That's Hayden Wingo taken out by number 2, Connor Thomas. Connor Smith.
Yeah, Connor Smith, he's a hustler.
I'll tell you what, at one point there was 4 Connors, about 3 or 4 Connors on this team.
Yeah, they're kind of weeding them out a little bit, graduating them.
Looks like they about made it back to the original line of scrimmage, so about a 14 or 15-yard gain. So now it is 2nd and about 10.5.
Yeah, definitely 2nd and a long 10.
Number 7, Wallace at quarterback for the Trojans. They have 2 receivers split out. One goes in motion. Looks like a fake. Oh my gosh, he is met immediately by Garrett Reed and Jeremy Hicks.
Garrett Reed.
I don't even know if he had the ball yet.
Yeah, he got there. Garrett Reed got there about the time the ball did.
Looks like John Vaughn is coming back in. Looks like he may have been the one that got chop blocked.
Yeah, he came out after that play, so highly likely.
So that brings up about a 3rd and 14. And this defense is in attack mode. Looks like Caney Valley going to tighten up again with two wing backs and a tight end. It's going to look like it's going to be a pass rollout. It's tipped.
Hicks tipped it.
Tipped it, and Connor Thomas was screaming downhill looking for that pick, because if he'd have got that, there's nothing but green grass in front of him.
He would have been gone. It would have been 6 more for the good guys.
But I feel that's another punt for the Trojans.
This will be the 3rd 3-and-out for them. And right now, as it stands, Garrett Reed has more yards on negative losses than the Caney Valley offense.
Trevor Jones back to return this punt. See what he can do with it.
Little bit of a high
He
snap.
dropped it
again.
He dropped it.
That was a very high snap.
That was a high snap.
Very high, yeah.
High snap, caught it, couldn't control himself. And the Ponies will take over well within Trojan, about the 20-yard line in Trojan territory. Sorry, first day with the new mouth. Gives them a first down at the 20. Let's see what this Pony offense can do with it. Looks like they're going to go 2 receivers split out with Jones, Andy Jones at tight end, and Trevor Jones at running back. It's a Jones fest on the Kellyville offense.
Yeah. Keeping up with the Joneses. Good luck keeping up with Trevor Jones.
Ayers is going to take it himself.
Naked bootleg to the right. Ayers he's down to about the.
There, we got a flag though. We have 2 flags.
The flags are on the field.
Maybe look for a hold here against the Ponies.
Yeah, I would not doubt that a bit.
And some of them are deserved. I mean, there's holding that goes on.
Yeah, every play, for the most part.
Oh, well, actually, it's going to be looks like a head-to-head on the Trojans, and then a hold by the Ponies.
Against the Trojans, the other is holding against the Ponies.
These may offset.
Yeah, or Kellyville will get some change back.
I don't know. I've tried to look at penalties and how penalties are enforced, and I got a headache just.
Yeah, it's like Chinese arithmetic.
Looks like they're going to march it back for the Ponies.
Okay. It is what it is.
So that brings up about a 1st and 20 for the Ponies. Let's see what they can dial up. They got Thornbrew and Connor Thomas split out at receivers. That's a really dangerous combo. They got Garrett Reed at tight end on the left. They got Volner at fullback and Hicks in the backfield. Ayers goes under center. Hands off to Hicks. And he is met about the line of scrimmage.
He's met right after the line of scrimmage. Number 77 in on the stop for the Trojans.
So that's going to bring up about a 2nd and longer.
No gain.
Yeah.
Brings up a 2nd down and 20 for the Ponies.
I think that was a no gain. He made it back.
Yeah.
Looked like he had a hole, and then it just got filled.
Yeah. Linebacker coming over and doing his job.
Pony's going to go into a bunch formation. Trevor Jones goes in motion to the left. Ayers takes the snap. He's going to drop back and pass. He's going to hit Trevor Jones. It was dangerous in space.
Yes.
Can he make it?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes. Yes. He is the hot stepper. Let me tell you. You get the ball in his hands, and he jukes and jives.
That's 6 more for the Ponies. Man, that was a good catch and run by Trevor Jones.
This extra point is brought to you by Inland Auction.
Looks like Ponies are going for 2 again. Looks about the same formation. You got Thornbrew and, oh no, they're going to motion. They got Hicks out. They're going to motion Thornbrew. They got Trips. Ayers going to take the pass.
Here's the quarterback.
He's going to look to run for it.
He's just, he found a couple of linemen.
And he's in. Bulls his way into the end zone for 2 more. We got about 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Ponies up 16-0. Man, I cannot get over that catch and run by Trevor Jones. I mean, he made about 4 or 5 dudes miss in the open field.
Yeah, when you make a defender tackle error.
I mean, they're going to be looking for some broken ankles out there.
Yeah, very Emmitt Smithish, I'll say.
I mean, that's just I cannot get over that. I mean,
he's got some skill, that's for sure.
I can't remember. You told me someone described it. Trevor Jones is a power back with some speed.
Yes, that'd be my nephew Eric Thornhill told me that. Texted me that after, I believe, either Friday night after I got home or Saturday. Yeah, he said that Trevor Jones is a power back with speed, and that's perfect.
So the Pony's going to kick off again, number 3 Hicks. Can't really see who the Caney Valley returners are.
Yeah, their jerseys are kind of dirty too.
Looks like a squib kick, but we got some whistles.
And the play is whistled dead. Penalty flag on the field.
Did you see Caden Ayers racing down trying to catch that ball just
Hey,
then?
he got one last week.
Hey, he had 2 heads-up special teams plays last week that were that punt off that Kiefer player's foot, that was just totally heads-up on him.
We may have gotten an offsides on the Ponies.
It happens.
Hey, they're juiced up, ready to run down on a kickoff and make the tackle. So it happens from time to time. So
yeah, I talked to Cody Nicholson, and I don't know if he's out there on kickoff or not. 33, I don't see him.
I don't see him out there.
I was talking to him about special teams. I said kickoff should be a race. You be the first one down there to make contact and challenge the other 10 guys on the field. It'll be fun.
Hicks going to kick off again. See if he boots it. A little bit more of a boot right down the middle.
Yeah, kind of an intermediate.
Oh, muffed by the returner. Let's see what he can do with it. And he's going to go, a little bit.
Yeah, he made it out to about the 38.
A little bit farther from where he caught it.
Looks like number 2, Connor Smith.
That's Connor Smith on the tackle.
Running down, making things happen. You know, and that's something that a lot of people overlook is a football game is 3 phases: offense, defense, and special teams. And if your special teams is playing good, that takes a little bit of pressure off your offense and your defense, and that works all ways. If your offense is doing great, it takes a little pressure off the other 2 phases. If you can be firing on all cylinders on all 3 phases, you're
looks like we had to have a Pony tie his shoe. Now we're ready to see this Pony defense in action again.
3:39 left in the first quarter.
Caney Valley going to go with a wing back. Direct snap to number 21, and he is met immediately by Landon Volner and John Vaughn and
down by number 22, Landon Volner.
I believe that's Barry Hill also. I mean, he had about 3 or 4 Ponies right in his face.
Yeah, gang tackling is good. I like to see that on a defense for sure.
And he's going to lose about a yard and a half, bring up second and about 11. Caney Valley going to spread it out now. They got 4 receivers in the lone back. Wallace at quarterback. He's going to take the snap, look to run it, and he's going to get met by Volner. That's Volner. And that's a smart play on Caney Valley because when the defense is getting such good pressure, I mean, sometimes, quarterback will drop back, get pressure, but the middle will just open.
Right.
So that's going to gain them some yards back, but it's looking about a 3rd and 6 or 3rd and 7. See what the Pony defense can dial up. They're going to send number 48, that's Dodson, out, but they're still going to go with 2 wing backs. Number 7's going to roll out, and he's going to
Quarterback back to pass.
He caught it.
Complete.
caught it over number 36, Connor Thomas,
which is incredible.
but brought down by Andy Jones. And did he?
He's close. They gave it to him.
They gave it to him. That's the first down the Ponies have given up, if I remember correctly. Looks like Garrett Reed's coming back in. So the Trojans get a fresh set of downs. See what they can dial up. Looks like they're going to go empty. No, nobody in the backfield but the quarterback. Look for maybe a draw. No. Oh, he slips. He slips, and Garrett Reed just
covered him up.
Lays on him. I think that might have been a QB draw.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. His foot looked like he was planting his foot to take off and advance the ball, and it just slipped out from underneath him.
Really, it's weird because empty is usually a big passing formation.
Right, and they had trips to the right. And 3 receivers to the right and 1 to the left.
But the empty is mainly a receiving formation, but they use it as a running for the quarterback because you get guys out of the box. But It looks like they're going to scrap that. And they're going to send 2 receivers out to the right, 1 motions. And it looks like a fake jet. Oh! Connor Thomas was looking to lay the wood, but receiver dropped the ball. I can barely see Caney Valley's numbers when they're playing.
Yeah, and I'm blind, so I'm depending on you. Yeah, it's going to be a 3rd and 15. I'll tell you what, Jeremy Hicks was coming like a house fire on that play.
I guess these Ponies smell blood in the water, and they're coming. Got a 3rd and 15 here. Let's see what Caney Valley can dial up. Looks like they're going to go empty again.
Yep, 2 receivers to the right and 3 to the left.
Let's see what they can dial up. Number 7's going to roll out, and he's got some room, but just met too many Ponies there. Looks like Connor Smith.
Yeah, and Taver Thornbrew.
Surprise, Taver Thornbrew made a play.
He's a playmaker, yeah, let me tell you.
I think we're going to see another Caney Valley punt unless.
Yeah, he picked up about, 8 yards on that?
Looks like Trevor Jones back again to field this punt. Clean punt. Ooh, but it kind of.
Yeah, he kind of got a weird.
It went far, though. I mean, but he kind of had pressure in his face, so I think he had to kind of quick fire, get rid of it, and it bounced. I mean, he got more on the bounce than he did the actual kick.
Yeah, he got about a 10-yard roll out of it or more. Kellyville will set up 1st and 10 from their own.
That'll be another Stuart Martin Kubota, 1st down.
They will be on their own 29-yard line, 1st and 10.
Looks like they're going to.
About 4 seconds left in the quarter.
They're going to send out Thornbrew and Thomas with Volner and Hicks in the backfield. Looks like a jet sweep to Thornbrew.
Thornbrew's
get him on the edge.
If he turns the corner.
He's still going, and he picks up a 1st down.
As the 1st quarter expired. Yeah, he picked up about 15 on that.
A good chunk of yards. And that's going to end the 1st quarter with Kellyville up 16-0 on the Trojans.
And we turn the page to chapter 2. Ponies are looking pretty solid so far this 1st quarter.
I'll tell you what, if the Ponies can win this game, this will be the 3rd time in 4 years they've started 2-0, which didn't really happen the previous years.
Yeah. But they are definitely off to a good start. I really see them being a threat in district.
Yeah.
All those teams in district better take notice. I think that game last week against Kiefer was
An eye opener.
the gauntlet they threw down, because Kiefer's a fast team, and Kiefer will have a good season this year.
Kiefer always has a good group of solid players. I don't know what's in the water there, but they always have some athletes up their sleeve.
Yeah, and they all look tall and skinny, so
Yeah.
they all look like they weigh 140 pounds. I watched the Kiefer broadcast. I can't get enough football. And it was funny how the announcers for the Kiefer broadcast kept saying over and over how big Kellyville was.
Pony's going to set up again with 2 receivers out to the right. Ayers takes the snap. He's going to launch one. Oh! Missed Thornbrew by just inches.
Yeah. Couldn't hit him in stride. If he'd hit him in stride, Thornbrew would have put 6 on the board.
We'd be here in Arnold, Wisconsin right
yes. And
Man,
folks, I'm going to say I want to apologize if you hear my nose whistling in the broadcast. I've had my nose broken several times, and with this cooler weather, it's got my sinuses all acting crazy. So I'm trying to breathe through my mouth, but that's not any better.
Pony's going to set up again with 2 receivers split out. Volner at fullback and Trevor Jones as the running back. And he picks up about 3 or 4.
Well, yeah, I would say looks like it's going to be about 4.
A little closer to 5 than 4, but.
Gain of 4 on the play, brings up a 3rd down and 6, facing through the Pony.
Which brings up a 3rd and 6 to see what the Ponies can dial up. They're going to send out 2 receivers to the right. That's Connor Thomas and Thornbrew. Ayers drops back to pass. He's going to rifle one.
Oh, that was tipped.
Tipped and almost intercepted.
Yeah, I'll tell you what about like this Kellyville offense, though, Matt, is they can score on any play from anywhere on the field. They have that capability this season. You know, they were scoring from 60, 70 yards out last week on a first down, you know. All I know is it's good to be back home. I don't like sitting up in the stands calling a football game.
It's nice to be in the old Jim Allen press box.
Yes, it is.
Pony's going to go for it on 4th and about 6. Ayers takes the snap. Oh, and he slips. Slips in the mud and gets sacked. Oh, wait, we got a flag. We got a flag that may be a helmet to helmet.
Yeah, those Caney Valley kids were coming, and that's what, yeah, it may be like a targeting type thing. And I tell you, if you look at the field, you can see it on the broadcast from about the 50 down to about the 30 or about the 20. And right in the middle of the field is just looks like a mud hole.
It looks like that's what we're going to get is a target or a helmet, not targeting, a helmet to helmet.
But that's going to be 15 yards and should be.
It should be close to a first down.
It should be an automatic first down, I think. I think a personal foul is automatic. I don't know. Like you said, I've looked at how they.
It's going to be a. I don't know. The chains are moving all over the place. That's when you're the chain gang, you're not supposed to move until they assess the penalty because they look for the original line of scrimmage.
Right. That was an issue at Kiefer last week.
It was.
The guy moved the down line, the down stick, and the ref didn't know where to mark the ball, where to spot the ball from. So it's, I guess it's a 4th and.
They're trying to move the chains, but
yeah, now they're going opposite directions. Hey guys, there's a 30-foot chain between those markers.
Oh no, they're going to give them a first.
Oh, they give
it's a first down.
Automatic 1st and 10.
Well, you had one guy trying to go one way, one trying to go the other. The dude was flipping the down marker.
Yeah,
it was confusion, but I think we got it sorted out. Pony's going to pick up a first down off of that helmet to helmet. Ayers going to take the ball. He's going to look to throw.
Thornbrew.
He's got Thornbrew wide open. Walk-in touchdown.
Yeah, there wasn't a Caney Valley player within 5 yards of
I
him.
think that's the play they were trying to run earlier. Man,
Yeah.
they were in sync this time, so that's another 6 for the Ponies. But now they're at this they're at the other end zone where I'm kind of blocked by the press box, so I can't really see what's going on.
This extra point will be brought to you by Inlow Auction.
They're going to line up for 2, looks like again. Looks like that's Hicks as the back. Ayers going to take the ball. He's going to pitch it out to Hicks, and he's going to walk in. That's 3 2-point conversions by the Ponies.
Yep, 24-0.
That was a nice play by the Ponies. I don't know if you could see that. You were kind of you're keeping stats
Yeah, I'm
too.
keeping
In addition,
stats. So, yeah, there is still 10 minutes 50 seconds left in the second quarter.
Pretty
so
much.
we've got 2/3 or 3/4 of a quarter to go before halftime, and Kellyville does lead 24-0.
But to describe that play for you, pretty much Colton Ayers took the ball and just ran left, and when it wasn't really an option. He just, as soon as he got pressure, he just threw it to Hicks, who was just wide open.
Right. Well, Ayers drew the defense to him.
I've seen the Houston Texans run that play with Deshaun Watson.
Because Ayers can make up some yards on the ground.
He can. And now we get to see this Pony kickoff unit again. That's Jeremy Hicks kicking off for the Ponies. Looks like another kind of a squib.
Yeah.
And they're just going to knee it.
Knee it on the 30-yard line. Caney Valley will take over.
I'll tell you what, being an up man in a kickoff return unit is probably one of the hardest jobs, because if you get those pop fly, those squib kicks, and you're sitting there, I mean, you don't return balls.
Right.
So you're just sitting there looking at the ball. Next thing you know, you got five dudes on the other team looking to take your head off.
Right, because the coverage is closer to the upbacks.
We get to see this Pony defense again in action.
And then they will honor the seniors following the game. This coming Monday night.
That's Wallace at quarterback for the Trojans. He's going to take the ball. Looks like a reverse. And we got a flag, and he's met about the line of scrimmage. I seen flags fly. That's Andy Jones that made the tackle. And we have a hurt Trojan on the field.
Yeah, got a man down.
He got walloped by about 3 or 4 Ponies at the same time. That's going to bring, looks like second and 10, because I don't know if he even made it back to the line.
It doesn't look like it. They've got the down marker still there at the 10-yard mark.
Excuse me. Looks like he's walking off with a little bit of assistance. Looks like maybe an ankle or something leg related, which, I mean, in football, it's really, leg injuries are almost as common as football helmets, because guys are diving and falling, and it's an ACL, a calf, a quad, an Achilles, an ankle.
There's a lot of moving parts in your legs, and with a wet field, that doesn't help that at all.
No, that sitting there spinning your tires. And the next thing you know, you're tackled and get your legs taken out from under you.
Yeah, so Caney Valley will have a 2nd and 10 from the.
I believe we have offsetting penalties.
Oh, it's going to be offsetting penalties. So.
Oh, we had offsetting?
Yeah.
I didn't even.
So it's going to be a first and 10. Replay the first down.
Replay first down. Caney Valley's going to spread it out. They got doubles. They got 4 receivers out and 1 lone back. There it is. There's the whistle.
Yeah.
Wallace going to take the snap. He's going to throw it,
Back to pass, throws one deep.
and there was nobody there.
That pocket was collapsing.
Intended for number 81.
I seen Garrett Reed breaking through, and he made a life choice right there.
Yeah, Garrett Reed is a monster on defense.
I mean, he just very rarely do you see a dude that big and that fast.
Yeah.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Trojans. Caney Valley going to tighten up a little bit. They still got 2 receivers out to the right, and looks like two tight ends with a wing back. Wallace going to pass. He's going to roll out. Oh, and he's going to slip and get swallowed by Austin Hollingsworth, number 77.
Yeah,
the big nose tackle out there running.
Big nose tackle following the play around. Yeah, he was in hot pursuit too.
That's your dream as a defensive lineman is when a quarterback rolls out and you just beeline it to the sideline.
Clock continues to run. We're down to about 10 minutes left in the half.
Looks like a small loss by the Trojans. That'll bring up about a 3rd and about 11. Caney Valley going to send out 2 receivers with a wing back. One goes in motion. Looks like a fake jet. He's going to pitch it out. Oh, my. Ooh. But he's still got some room. And he is drugged down by number 2, Connor Smith. Trevor Jones shoulder checked his blocker, and he went flying.
Hey, Trevor Jones is a stocky guy for a running back. He seems a little on the big side to be a tailback to me. But and that's the crazy part is he's fast too.
That's going to bring out another Caney Valley punt and another Kellyville return by number 5, Trevor Jones. See if he can dial up some yards on this punt. Another bad snap. He's rolling into the end zone. This could be a safety or a touchdown. No, that's a safety.
Well, yeah. They're going to call it a safety.
I thought Jeremy Hicks may have picked it up there at the end, but no, he was.
Yeah.
The punter was down. That's going to give the Ponies 2, and they're going to get the ball back. We got a flag though.
There's a flag down on the field.
Not sure what the flag is.
Looked like Andy Jones was signaling that it was going to be against Caney Valley. We'll see.
I don't know. They're looking at the Caney sideline. Looks like a hold on the Ponies.
Okay, so no safety.
Okay, so they're going to take the safety. They're going to take the safety away.
And that's going to be a first down Trojans.
Yeah, that'll give them a 1st and 10.
Man, that was
an exciting little.
It was. Wallace going to take the snap, and defender's going to shake a tackle. And Trevor Jones is going to take him down. He's going to pick up about 5. Shook 2 Pony tacklers right there.
Look like number 5, Trevor Jones on the stop for the Pony.
More like a 2nd and 6.
Gain a throw on the play brings up a 2nd down and 6 for the Trojans. Don't forget about the fireworks show.
And Garrett Reed still has more yards in tackles for loss and sacks than the Caney Valley offense.
See if this Pony defense can shape up. Looks like they're going to send out 2 receivers to the right. Wallace going to snap back. He's looking. He's rolling.
Oh.
And that's gonna be a pass interference on the Ponies.
Yeah, looks like
Thornbrew. Thornbrew kind of got tangled up there.
Well, you know that happens. If you're an aggressive player like Thornbrew is, you know.
Pass that interference against the ponies.
Looks like Caney Valley's already got their formation, and they're going to send out 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
Yeah, Caney Valley's finally showing some offense here, thanks to the Kellyville defense.
I think that's more of a pony defense giving them yards than it is
right. Well. Okay, we've got a little under 8 minutes left in the second quarter. Kellyville does lead 24-0, and folks, we have a 9/11 tribute video at halftime.
So please stick around and watch that, because this is such an emotional day for America, and we need to learn to never forget.
You know, I remember you were about right at 2 years old, Matthew, and the first thing I did whenever I saw what was going on was my mom was babysitting you, and I called her to see if you were okay. You were in Bristow, Oklahoma, and that was happening on the East Coast, and it was still, I wanted to make sure you were okay. It was just a feeling of helplessness and anger and fear all at once.
Also helping out number 20, Andy Jones.
It looks like Caney Valley ran some sort of undertoss to one of their wingbacks, and he was met by a host of ponies, including Andy Jones. So let's see what the Caney Valley offense can dial up here on this 3rd and 10. Looks like they're going to send out 1 receiver to the right and 2 wingbacks.
Same side wingbacks.
And Wallace is going to roll out, and he swarmed by a bunch of ponies. Garrett Reed was in his face, but I think John Vaughn made that tackle, made that sack.
That's for about a 6-yard loss.
Man, Garrett Reed and John Vaughn sandwiching on you, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
No. That'd be like laying your head down on a railing and somebody hitting you in the back of the head with a bat or something.
That's going to bring up a 4th and long for the Trojans. But it looks like they're going for it. They're going to send out 3 receivers to the right and 1 to the left with 1 back. Let's see what they're going to do. Wallace drops back to pass. He's going to throw it long. And is intercepted by Trevor Jones. And he is running down the sideline, and he is pushed out of bounds.
He's going to take it across midfield with 1st and 10 for the ponies.
I could see Trevor Jones for that snap. He kind of walked down. He kind of knew what was coming. And then number 48, Dodson was just double covered, and Jones just swiped in and made the play.
That's why you watch film on your opponent.
I could see he was back at safety, and kind of when they blew the play whistle, he just kind of walked down to the line of walked down towards the line of scrimmage like he knew what was coming.
Yeah, he read it all the way, and Kellyville's got the ball 1st and 10 from the
Pony
Caney
offense
Valley.
going to take over.
47.
Throw it out to Caden Ayers. He's going to shake a couple tackles and gain some yards. He's going to pick up about 2 or 3.
Gain of 2 on the play brings up a 2nd down and 8 for the ponies.
We got about 5.5 minutes left in this second half. Pony's going to set up again. Looks like same formation, except Caden Ayers is on the left side. But they're going to hand the ball off to Hicks, who shakes his way
Fighting
through.
over the left side. He's
going to try to cut back, and he's met by the Trojans.
He was trying to get to that edge and turn the corner, and he just couldn't quite get there, and he was trying to get back behind the pursuit.
I tell you what, number 64, James Butler, had his dude about on the track. I see Hicks get tackled. All of a sudden, I see the streak just fly by, and it's James Butler carrying his dude.
The Butler did it.
Oh, my gosh.
We're playing Clue.
That was not good. Okay. Good dad joke there.
Yeah. 5:05 left in the second quarter. Kellyville is threatening.
Air's gonna. Looks like Landon Volner carried that ball. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, he was kind of running through the.
Tell you what, Landon Volner's a big kid too to bring down. He's not overly tall, but he weighs about 215. And when you get that 215 rolling, it's hard to stop. Pony's going to set up. Okay, Ayers goes in motion. They're going to hand it off to Ayers, and he is met. Oh, he's going to reverse field. He's going to reverse field. He's got some blockers.
Was that Caden Ayers?
That was Caden Ayers. Looked like it was going to be a jet sweep. Was met in the backfield, shook tackles, reverse field, and looks like
they said that he fumbled.
Fumbled on the play.
I don't know.
And they're too far. I can't really see with this press box.
Yeah, the windows up here.
The windows up here kind of stop short.
Yeah, and they're dirty.
First and 10 from the 11-yard line.
That's 2 Pony fumbles. They didn't have any fumbles last Friday, and they have 2.
No, they had 0 turnovers last week.
They got 2 fumbles here tonight. But now Caney Valley's backed up.
Yeah, they're in the shadow of their own goalpost, and that Pony defense likes to keep you there. If you start down there, you're going to stay down there. That's one thing I've noticed. It seems like the Kellyville defense is very opportunistic.
Looks like they're going to try to spread out. They got 2 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. And if it's timeout called?
I believe so, yeah.
Timeout on the field, charge to the Trojans.
Charge to Caney Valley. They want to cuss and discuss what they're going to do here. It looked like they were going to spread out. They had 2 receivers out to that left and maybe looking for maybe a quick pass, get your best athlete in some space and see what he can do. But
yeah, well, I would say so far, just a little over 4 minutes left in the half. Kellyville has for the most part dominated.
The only yard Caney Valley's really had is on Kellyville mistakes.
Exactly.
Those penalties and those 2 fumbles.
And it's the second game of the season, so you're still,
you're still cleaning up.
Right.
Because high school teams didn't get a team camp.
No, they didn't.
So the scrimmage 3 weeks ago was their first action against another team.
Exactly, and I think as far as summer workouts go, Coach Brown just sent them home and had them eat their Wheaties. That's what it's looking like to me. Caney Valley will start 1st and 10 from their own.
Changing it up.
11-yard line.
Changing it up, they're going to send out 2 receivers to each side. That's doubles. Wallace going to look back and pass, and incomplete. Volner was screaming downhill on that. Landon Volner was screaming downhill on that short pass.
Yeah,
so
John Vaughn almost got a tip.
That's a lineman's dream, is a tip and a catch for a touchdown.
And because he would have been about the goal line or about the 5 whenever he caught it, and I would have lost my mind.
You got to be careful down here, backed up in your own end zone, because any
mistake that is going to turn the ball over
cost you points.
Right, immediately, especially with an offense like what Kellyville's got this year.
Looks like Caney Valley's going to tighten up. They're going to go with 2 wing backs and a tight end out to the right. Okay, now we got the play whistle. Wallace looking back to pass.
Coming.
It was picked off, but we got a pass interference. That's Connor Smith on a pass interference.
Yeah, and and he's just playing aggressive. You got to have some control, though.
I'd rather get a pass interference than just get completely burnt.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that was like last week at Kiefer. Kiefer threw the ball down towards the goal line for a score, and Thornbrew committed a pass interference to save the touchdown. That's how it works. Which this situation right here was just Connor Smith being aggressive. I mean, I get it.
That's going to give the Trojans 15 extra yards.
Give the first down to the Trojans.
And that's a first down. We got a little over 4 minutes left to go in this half.
Yeah, and I'm going to say the only first downs that Caney Valley has gotten tonight have been off of penalties. Kellyville showing blitz. They picked that up.
Oh, my gosh,
he
a
was
swarm.
smothered.
He had John Vaughn coming from his side, stepped up. Brody Berryhill was there to drop him.
Brody Berryhill.
I got that right. Awesome.
Loss of 5 on the play. Brings up a second down and 15.
That was number 16, Brody Berryhill.
Okay.
These new guys transfer in, and I don't know who any of them are.
Yeah.
So I gotta talk to the players and see who these guys are. That's gonna bring a second and long. But they're gonna spread it out again with 3 receivers out to the right. Wallace drops back to pass. He's got pressure again.
Garrett Reed.
Garrett Reed, and that's Hollingsworth. Reed and Hollingsworth. That's another combo I would hate to sack me. Anywhere on this Pony defensive line, you got a lot of beef.
Yeah. That's what I said last week. If you take the line of Kellyville out to dinner, it better be a buffet. It's 2 minutes, 50 seconds left in the half. Kellyville is up.
That's going to bring up a
24-0.
It's going to bring up a third and a country mile.
Yeah.
I'd expect probably no, they still got receivers. I'd expect probably some sort of deep shot. No, one goes in motion. He's gonna fake it and throw to nobody.
He threw it out in the flat, and Trevor Jones had that man covered. That play would not have went for very many yards.
No.
Definitely not a first down.
No.
So now Caney Valley's got a 4th and about 20.
Yeah,
22.
Go ahead and try to count that.
Yeah, I was looking. I had to look at the scoreboard. I cheated. I don't know. I have
How
problems.
dare you? Hey, if this is another bad snap. That's definitely got to be a safety.
Yes, and they've had three
had
bad snaps on punts tonight.
And one almost resulted in safety. They're coming. They're coming
Yeah,
for it,
they
and
were-
he
they were
does get it
coming.
off.
That thing went straight up and came straight down. And Trevor Jones
is
is
gonna
down it at the Caney Valley 34-yard line, 33-yard line.
Man, them Pony, they wanted that safety. They
Yeah, but look at the short field they're playing on. They got a 1st and 10 on the opponent's 34-yard line.
Let's see if they can.
They got 2 minutes and 20 seconds to see if they can get this done.
Some more points.
When it comes to football, I look at it, just put as many points on the board as you can, as fast as you can, and don't let your opponent score.
Pony's going to send out 2 receivers to the right. Volner at fullback. They're going to hand off to Trevor Jones. He's going to stutter step. He's got some room.
Cuts it over the left.
He refuses to go down, and he is in.
Good luck.
Woo.
Good luck.
That was
It was a great run right there.
Shaking tacklers like they were mosquitoes. I mean, just.
Yeah.
That's 30 points for Kellyville in the first half, barring this 2-point conversion I guess they're going to go for. And we get to hear On Wisconsin, which is always a good fight song.
Yeah, that's a pretty popular fight song, too.
It is.
Yeah, they're going to line up for 2. There is 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Kellyville is up 30-0, pending the conversion.
Airtech Snap's going to drop back, swings it out to Hicks, and he's
out
going
in
to
the
walk
right
in.
flat.
Walk in. There was nobody near Hicks.
No.
2:10 left before halftime.
That's 32-0 for the Ponies.
32-0.
With about
About
2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, this game so far has been all Kellyville. They've held Caney Valley to minimal, like we were talking, minimal yards. And really the only yards that Caney Valley has gained has been on penalties against Kellyville, on Kellyville's mistakes. There's just
all the stars came out to play.
right. I knew whenever I was coming into town a while ago and there was a big patch of blue sky over Kellyville, I thought, yeah, it's going to be a good night.
Nothing really beats an Oklahoma sunset.
No.
We get to see this kickoff unit. They're backing them up.
Them boys might get tired tonight.
Is there something we missed? They're backing them up.
I didn't see a flag on that.
I didn't see any flag.
There would have been, if there would have been a penalty on the 2-point conversion. Look at John Vaughn running out there on kickoff. This might get kind of interesting.
They're backing them up.
Is John Vaughn going to kick off?
John Vaughn is going to kick this ball off. Hey, he was a soccer player.
He was a soccer stud when he was a kid. Yeah, I know he's a pretty decent punter. He's got an arm on him too. He threw that ball from the other Kiefer hash mark to the track last week.
John Vaughn is going to kick this ball off. This may be an onside because he's got a mean. He's right-handed, but he's left-footed.
Yeah, he's goofy.
Let's see what this does.
Oh,
He's gonna go
onside.
Oh my gosh, that just made my night.
Yeah,
that was a good kick. He tried. For those of you that follow the NFL, there's a punter for the Colts named Pat McAfee who used to be a kicker, and against the Houston Texans, there was nobody in the middle. They kind of left early, so he just onside kicked it right in the middle and recovered it himself.
Yeah, the ball goes 10 yards on the kickoff. It's a free ball.
That looks like what
I think John was trying to get it over his head. You get it to bounce right in front of him, maybe.
Oh my gosh, that's
and
funny.
John Vaughn's that ornery, so I could see that.
I've never seen a kicker with a neck roll.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Pony's gonna loose ball on the field on the ground, and he's gonna dodge 2 tacklers and maybe get back to the line. Oh man, that was awesome.
A little comical relief right there.
Man, that ball came at Wallace's feet, and he kind of split the 2 tacklers. I'm sure he felt it, but he kind of split and was able to. I mean, he ended up losing yards, but he was able to get something out of it.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse than what it was. I'm up here shaking my head. I had my fingers crossed in my pocket that he didn't screw up.
Hey, he's a good kicker. Oh, Wallace is going to take the ball, and he's just Austin Hollinghurst is just going to lay all over him. Tell you what, you get this. You can see the middle of the field is just it's starting to turn brown.
Yeah.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and long.
Yeah, the first down was a loss of about 2, and second down was a loss of about 3.
Let's see what the Ponies.
There's less than a minute to go. Don't forget, folks, we got a special 9/11 tribute coming up at halftime, and we're going to try to squeeze in some stats.
Ball at the feet.
They've just bad snap after bad snap.
I'd be scared, too, if I was a center. That's going to bring up a 4th and a country mile.
Yeah, and there's about 30 seconds left right now in the first half. Kellyville does lead 32-0.
You have your glasses on?
No, I don't have glasses.
I know.
That's what I was saying earlier. If there's any optometrists out there that want to get a free advertising on our broadcast, hit me up. I would much appreciate it. We'll do it in trade. I don't have time. I haven't been working because of the thing, and I'm not in Tulsa anymore.
Yeah.
Like I was every day.
Let's see, Caney Valley gonna go for it here on a fourth and long.
Fourth and about 21.
And he's going to go.
Oh!
It was caught. They're waving it off. Incomplete.
Yeah, I think he trapped it. Thornbrew got there about the time the ball did. So we're going to go into the half. Kellyville leading the Caney Valley Trojans 32-0. And we're going to have a long halftime, folks. They got 20 minutes on the clock.
And before we play our halftime tribute, I just want to say it's great to have football back, especially in the kind of the state that the world's in right now with this virus, and to get back to some form of normalcy is just great, and just watch some football.
Yes.
Whether it be professional, college, high school, pee-wee, fantasy football, just something. I'm just glad to have football back.
Yeah, and, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson bought the XFL. I'm anxious to see how that comes out. XFL had some really, really, really good rules
They did.
in place, and I hope he keeps some of those.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we continue honoring
we're
our
gonna
first responders and our military.
So we're going to take our break, and very, very soon we're going to have our halftime tribute. So stick around, folks.
Yeah, as soon as halftime, the entertainment's over, we will have some stats.
Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist acts. The victims were in airplanes or in their offices. Secretaries, businessmen and women, military and federal workers, moms and dads, friends and neighbors. The pictures of airplanes flying into buildings, fires burning, huge structures collapsing, have filled us with disbelief, terrible sadness, and a quiet, unyielding anger. Thousands of lives were suddenly ended by evil, despicable acts of terror. America was targeted for attack because we're the brightest beacon for freedom and opportunity in the world, and no one will keep that light from shining. Today, our nation saw evil, the very worst of human nature, and we responded with the best of America. These acts of mass murder were intended to frighten our nation into chaos and retreat, but they have failed. Our country is strong. A great people has been moved to defend a great nation. Terrorist attacks can shake the foundations of our biggest buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of America. These acts shatter steel, but they cannot dent the steel of American resolve.
I can hear you, the rest of the world hears you, and the people who knock these buildings down will hear all of us soon.
Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for you are with me. This is a day when all Americans from every walk of life unite in our resolve for justice and peace. None of us will ever forget this day, yet we go forward to defend freedom and all that is good and just in our world.
Okay, folks, this is Billy Vaughn. I'm back. Halftime is winding down. That was a great speech by Senator James Lee Wright. Not sure if you stuck around to hear that or could hear it. There's a couple minutes left in halftime. Kellyville does lead the Caney Valley Trojans, 32-0. It's pretty much been all Kellyville. Sorry for my heavy breathing. There's a lot of steps to get up here. I was going to give you some stats at halftime, but with the first responders tribute and all the other stuff going on, I'll just save them for the end of the game. Also, after the game, be sure and stick around. We're going to have the Kellyville head coach, Joe Brown, up here after the game for a post-game show, kind of a wrap-up. That'll be interesting. We are also going to start having a weekly coaches show. We're going to do it live at Coneyville here in Kellyville. That'll be on Thursday evenings. Try to start that around 6 p.m. It's a live deal. Coneyville, if you like conies and subs, that's the place to go in Kellyville. The folks that own it, Mark and Sherry Nicholson, are some of the nicest people you'll ever meet in your life. Again, sorry for the heavy breathing. Too out of shape and too old to be climbing upstairs. Well, I'm going to say, just real quick, looking over the stats, the only Caney Valley positive yardage has been on penalties that the Ponies have had assessed against them. Looking really good for Kellyville tonight. They've got a good team this year, all the way up and down the roster. Tonight, Garrett Reed, who is a senior, has had a very solid game. And the last week, if you watched the broadcast or were at the game last week, Andy Jones had a good, solid defensive game. And that's what it's about. It's a team. It's teamwork. Last week, Jeremy Hicks and Trevor Jones did the bulk of the ball carrying. Taver Thornbrew did return the first Kellyville kick return for a kickoff in the first quarter. It was the second score of the game. It was lightly used in offense. They definitely used him on defense, and he had some good plays on defense tonight as well as last week. There's a party atmosphere right now in Kellyville, Oklahoma. I can tell you that. Everybody's having a good time. Smack down in K-Town is what it's turning into. Okay, they got Haggard playing over the loudspeaker. I'm trying not to sing along. Yeah, the Ponies, last Friday night played inspired ball in the second half. They were down by 9 at halftime and came back to win 62-41 over the Kiefer Trojans. And tonight it's been all Kellyville. So they're going to wear out the kickoff team, it looks like, tonight. It's very possible that Kellyville could put 60 more points. I told several other players for the game to hang 60 on them, and they all seemed confident that it wasn't going to be a problem. And right now it's halftime. It's 32-0. Caney Valley has taken the field, and the Ponies are in the process. I guess they're going to do a little, I don't know what they're doing. They got some kind of, they're warming up. Okay, I thought they maybe were doing something a little special. Yeah, I want to give a shout out right now to Patriot Air and CT Decorative Concrete, both primary sponsors of this broadcast. We appreciate everything those guys have done for us. And the gold level sponsors are currently scrolling at the bottom of the screen. We're always looking to add equipment and trying to add content to the broadcast. Anybody out there got a small business and you want your name called out, our numbers are, we usually have around 100 live views, and then we pick up several through the course of the week. So, and we got viewers from all over, but the majority of them are Creek County viewers. So if you've got a local business in Kellyville or Bristow, anywhere in Creek County, and you're watching the broadcast and you want to be a part of this, we will definitely help you out. Like I said, we kind of play it against sports over in Tulsa. Came on board last week. So if you got any old sports equipment laying around that your kids have outgrown or don't use or can't use, you know, sometimes the equipment changes year to year. Get a hold of Play It Again. They'll buy it from you and resell it. They'll buy it from you. I guess they recondition it and sell it. Or if you need sporting equipment for a youth that they're just going to outgrow in a year, go check out Play It Again Sports. Because I know that gets expensive. Both my boys played soccer when they were little, and cleats every year and shin guards. That stuff, it starts, even soccer, that's all you need is cleats and shin guards. It starts adding up. If you got a kid playing any youth sports, go check out Play It Again Sports and get your equipment for them there.
This kickoff that the Ponies will.
Yeah, the game clock is set to 12. And I'm joined again by Matt Vaughn. Does a great job on play-by-play.
Man, them stairs.
I said that when I got up here, I got on air and I was panting and huffing and puffing, and I'm too old for that. What's your problem?
I got a need to chest it.
The kick goes to number 5, Trevor Jones.
Trevor Jones on the left side takes the short kickoff. He may run that back. He's going to
run
it back.
He's going to run it back.
He's got Taver Thornbrew out front blocking.
Man, that fast. We do have a flag on the field.
Yeah, out in the middle of the field, probably going to be a
hold or a blind side.
Or blocking the back. Yeah, that's probably going to come back. Yeah, that quick, folks. That's how Kellyville is. They will jump up and bite you quick. They score. They're explosive. They can score from anywhere on the field in any situation. There's a hold against. There's a holding call against. Did he say the Trojans? No, against the Ponies. Okay, I thought he said the Trojans, but it was against the Ponies. So it's going to take those points off the board. Oh no, they never put them on. Still 32-0. Kellyville will take over 1st and 10 from their own 46. Still good field position.
Oh, yeah. But I think they'd rather have the 6 points, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Pony's going to hand off to, that's Hicks. And he's going to spin off 2 tacklers and gain a 1st down.
Yeah, he picked up 12 yards.
Man, my quads are so tight after running up all those stairs.
It's like some weird aerobicized thing.
Pony's going to send out 2 receivers to the right. And he's going to fake and hand off to Jones. And pick up. Going to pick up about 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. They're going to send it out 1 receiver to each side with Hicks at the running back. He's going to cut it. He's going to pick up a first down.
Number 3, Jordan Morgan.
Was going north-south, tried to run east-west, and
Yeah, the easy pursuit will catch up from behind. Well, he still picked up, what, about 8 yards on that, 7, 8 yards?
another first down.
They're marching right down the field.
Here they're going to send out one receiver each with a tight end, fullback, and Trevor Jones. And he's going to do a sweep to Thornbrew.
Round the left. One man to beat.
Oh, he's going to get tripped up. Ran out of real estate. If he'd had about 2 more foot, for that sideline, he'd have been in.
Yeah, for sure.
They're going to line up with Hicks in the backfield. One receiver split out each. They're going to hand off to Hicks, and he's going to walk in.
Yeah, that whole
Nobody touched him.
You could have driven a 72 Chevy pickup through that hole.
This extra point brought to you by Inlow Auction.
Looks like Ponies are going to go for 2-point. Let's see what this 2-point has to offer. They're going to hand it to Volner.
Volner, he's in.
He is in. And with that score being 40-0, the Ponies average 50 points a game now.
Yes.
Caney Valley 0. How about a round of applause there for the offensive line, Pony fans?
Yeah, the announcer just said, how about a round of applause for the offensive line? They just...
Volner was like already in the end zone before he even got touched.
Yeah, that was a quick little...
That's another runner in this offense.
Yeah,
that's just what they needed.
And if you've got a back that can pick up 5-6 yards consistently and you're going for 2 points, give it to him.
You got Trevor Jones, who's the power back. You got Tabor, who's the speedster, but will run you over.
Yeah, he doesn't shy away from contact.
You got Hicks, who does a little bit of both. Now you add Volner to that mix, who's a pure fullback. I don't know how you stop that.
I don't know, but all I know is that was about a 70-yard drive in about a minute and 50 seconds that resulted in 8 points.
Hicks going to kick off.
Kind of a mid-level kick.
And he's going to get tackled.
By everybody.
By about 6 or 7.
Yeah,
about 6 or 7 Ponies.
Yeah, about the left side of the kickoff team and half the right side. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to call a number out on that one.
Caney Valley starts off first and 10 from the 35-yard line.
Caney Valley will get their first possession of the second half with 9 minutes, 45 seconds left in
Receiver
the third
goes in
quarter.
motion. He's going to roll out. Looks like an option play. And Thornbrew
got there.
I seen a flag, though.
Yeah.
Thornbrew just sideline to sideline can cover so much ground.
Quickly.
That's, yeah. Looks like a hold against the Trojans.
It's going to be a hold against Caney Valley.
But he wasn't alone. He had his buddies. I guess we're going to replay first down.
Yeah, that was a 10-yard penalty, so it's going to bring up a 1st and 20. Definitely behind the chains.
Let's see if Caney Valley spreads it out a little bit. And that looks like that's what they're doing. They're going to send out 2 receivers to the right. They're going to send out doubles to the right, to the left. And looks like quarterback's just going to sneak it.
Do something with that.
Number 40, Garrett Reed, in on the stop for the ponies.
Yeah, he picked up looks like about 5 yards on that, Matt. Stopped by Garrett Reed.
Picks up a little bit, but still well behind the chains.
Yeah, it's about 2nd and 16. That Kellyville defense.
Wallace drops back, and he is swarmed.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I couldn't
Yeah.
even keep track of who was back there.
Big number 77, Austin Hollingsworth.
They're gonna give Hollingsworth the credit on that sack, but he wasn't alone.
No, he had
Ooh.
he had a whole slew of ponies with him.
I guess you could say that's a stampede.
Pretty much, yes, sir.
That's gonna bring up a 3rd and a country mile.
Third down on 21 for the Trojans.
Yeah, that was a loss of 5 on that.
Wallace takes a snap, and he is swarmed again. And looks like I seen Hicks back there. I seen Hollingsworth, and they're going to give Hicks credit for the sack. Man, I didn't think they could turn it up even more, but
I know it. Yeah.
Loss of 2 on the play, brings up a 4th down and 23.
Yeah, it's 4th and 23. Now they're back in their own, deep in their own territory again.
And they've had a history of bad
Watch
punts.
the bad snap.
They've had a history of bad punts, and when you're this backed up in your end zone.
Yeah, and long snapping just is practice.
See if the ponies can get it. Oh, he dropped it.
He dropped it again.
Oh, ponies can't capitalize on it. Oh, I think Clayton Wallace may have touched it.
Let's see what they say.
He looked like he was going to catch it, and then he just.
And it kind of took a weird bounce.
And the ponies will take over 1st and 10.
No, he got
out of the way. I do see a flag on the far. I do see a flag on the Caney Valley sideline. He may have. I think he's picking that up.
Flag down on the field.
Or not.
Well, if you can as a team, if you can control what you can control, that was a penalty against Caney Valley.
Oh, sideline warning against Caney Valley.
Okay.
Yeah, their coach was excited. He thought they thought they had the ball because they thought Clayton Wallace touched it, but he seemed to have gotten out in time, and the Pony offense takes over. We got Jones in the backfield again. And they're going to hand off to him.
He's
oh my
around
gosh.
the left side.
Woo!
Who laid that block?
That was John Vaughn.
John Vaughn on the pull, wasn't it?
And I think he may have hit his own player too. I seen Cam Robertson, number 50.
Out blocked by number 50, John Vaughn.
Yeah,
I
was watching Jones, and next thing I see 2 bodies go flying, one maroon jersey and a white jersey.
That was a pickup of
a lot.
About 30. Yeah, they're down on the about 6-7 yard line. It is 40-0, folks, with 6.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
The 3rd quarter. It is 8:43, and it's
the
the
3rd
quarter. We do have a flag, I believe. Looks like we're going to take a minute to cuss and discuss.
Yeah, they're going to. At least this group of officials tonight seem like they know what's going on. That group they had last week.
Yeah, let's just move on. We won the game.
Yeah, but it's kind of one of those things that the officials should know what's going on.
Looks like unsportsmanlike against the Trojans.
Oh, halfway to the goal. It's going to move it down to about the 5. First and goal from the 5-yard line for the Kellyville Ponies. It's 40-0.
Hey, KB Rise and Jacob checking in here. Don't forget
Colton Ayers going to roll out.
Back to pass goes to the end zone.
post-game
That's
show.
Xavier Thornburg. Touchdown. Kellyville.
Ponies.
It was a touchdown to Thornbrew, wasn't it?
It was. He was all alone in the back of that end zone.
This extra point will be presented to you by Inlo Auction.
Pending this 2-point conversion.
Yeah, they're not even. I don't know why they're not kicking extra points. They're just going for 2 every time.
Well,
Maybe that's just an aggressive way to do it.
they're going to hand it off to Volner again, and he's just going to walk in.
Yeah.
You got to give the big guy some love.
Oh, yeah.
And it is 48-0 with 6:23 left in the third.
Yeah, we've still got almost 20 minutes of gameplay left.
This coming Monday night against Jinx at 5 o'clock. We will honor the seniors following the game.
They've scored 40 points in about 30 minutes of play, and there's about 18 left.
Yeah, this is just a thought, and not to be disrespectful or anything, but if Caney Valley beat Holbert 42-0, and Kellyville's beating Caney Valley 48-0,
And it's not over yet.
so what would have happened if Kellyville would have played Holbert?
I don't know if there's enough spaces on the scoreboard.
Roll.
There's only 2 digits.
Roll the scoreboard.
Uh-huh.
Not to be disrespectful, all these teams work out and they prepare and they train hard. It's just a thought.
Well, and that's what I said at the scrimmage is every high school team in Oklahoma or every high school team in the country has the same struggle. Especially this year's been difficult for everybody.
Yes. Hicks is going to kick off for the Ponies. And it looks like it's going to go right out of bounds again. He's wanting to get that squib. That squib where it kind of hits the sideline and nobody really knows who to pick it up. And
Yeah.
next thing you know, a Pony's got it. But this defense going to rear its ugly head again.
Yeah, that first half, well, this the whole game now has been nothing but Kellyville. Offense, defense, special teams. You know, and I could tell from that first scrimmage that this is a different team than I've seen play here in a while.
It is.
You know, I mean, 3 years ago they had a good team, but I don't know. I'm not sure that team. I don't know. This team just seems like they've got attitude.
Well, I think they're a little ticked off from how their season went last year when they know they had the right I mean, it's the same players for the most part.
For the most part, yeah.
If anything, they got more good players than they did last year. They didn't really lose anybody. They're going to send one in motion. It's going to be a fake and a toss. And he's going to be met. Whew.
Yeah.
Dodged a couple tackles, and then who was that? Taver Thornbrew.
Yeah, that was for about a 5-yard loss. Well, I don't know. John Vaughn at right defensive end had the offensive tackle in the way of that play.
Looks like the Ponies are kind of starting to slowly put in the backups. See a couple new faces out there. Trojans
that's
take
good.
over.
They're going to need them next year, so the more game time they get this year, the better off they're going to be.
Sends one in motion. They're going to fake. And, oh, my gosh, whiplashed.
Running back brought down by number 40, Garrett.
That's Garrett Reed with a violent, just wasn't even a tackle really, just kind of wrestled him down.
Imposed his will.
That's going to bring up a third and very long.
Brings up a 3rd down and 17.
That's a 3rd and 17. I'm not sure what you do here in this situation.
Drop kick.
Looks like they're bringing pressure, and they're going to hand it off. And
I don't know what that play was supposed to be, but it didn't work at all.
It looked like a little underneath handoff, and looked like John Vaughn. I don't know if he got the tackle, but he just laid on him.
About a 3-yard loss, it looked like.
It's going to bring up 4th and forever, and we're going to get to see this return unit. Looks like Thornberry's back to return the punt for the Ponies this time. Looks like a timeout. Trojans take a timeout.
Yeah, you get 3 of them, you might as well use them.
Looked like some confusion. They were kind of running players in and out.
Yeah, folks, there is 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. It is 48-0 Kellyville Ponies over the Caney Valley Trojans on September 11th. Great pregame activities and speech by Representative Kyle Hilbert, and halftime had a great speech by Senator James Learight.
Oh, that was James Learight?
Yes, sir, it was.
I was on the track talking to Hector Garcia, actually.
Oh, yeah?
And we were talking. Next thing I know, fireworks just boom, 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 bow, bow, bow. And
yeah, Hector, former Kellyville kicker here. I know he went his senior year, never missed an extra point. And I don't think he missed any field goals. I think he missed an extra point the last playoff.
They didn't really have to attempt a lot of field goals.
Yeah, it was either score 6 or nothing.
Looks like 4th and forever. And
17. Yep.
It looks like Thornbury is going to return this punt.
4th and 17.
Let's check the snap.
Yeah, that's been a problem for them all night.
Over his head.
Way over his head.
Let's see.
Hicks.
Get him in the end zone. Oh, fumble. Caney Valley recovers at about the 1 foot line.
Hicks went in front. John Vaughn come from behind.
John Vaughn knocked that out.
And knocked the ball loose into the end zone. Yeah, that was a collision.
Ponies are going to take over about like the 1 foot. And it looks like the backups are starting to come in. Yeah, put them about the 2. And this game is winding down, and it's already in the 3rd quarter. Let's see what these young pups can do.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Caden Ayers, though, showed a lot of leadership at that Sperry scrimmage when he was in. Yeah, there's 3:40 left in the 3rd quarter.
They might want to hurry up. They got
Kellyville does lead 48-0.
Oh, wait a minute. We got a flag.
Play clock was at 2 or 3 whenever the ref threw the flag.
He's counting players.
Oh, is that what he's doing? Might have had an illegal substitution. They did a wholesale change. Yeah, that's what it was, the illegal substitution. That's going to back them up.
Well, herding football players is like trying to herd cats.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's not going. Some of them are going to get out there, and some of them aren't. Yeah, and the second team, I've said this all along. The second team has to be as prepared or more prepared than the first team.
We got Caden Ayers now at quarterback. He's going to take it, and he's going to run.
He's going to score.
He's going to get in. Is he in?
Yeah.
He's going to get that touchdown.
Caden Ayers.
Little brother.
Yep, little brother.
But these backups got to be careful because when you're the other team and you're getting blown out and they put the backups in, that's usually when you tee off. And that's when you get your backups hurt. So the Ponies need to kind of watch their back here. Not saying Caney Valley's a dirty team, but it's frustration.
Yeah.
Number 23.
That's 23. I believe that's Nate Stubblefield. Gets
Yeah,
the 2-point conversion.
I thought Higo was stopped short, but I guess not.
They called him good.
The extra 2 points is good.
That's Nate Stubblefield on that. He's just a sophomore, and he's a good athlete from what I've seen.
So it looks like the Kellyville Junior Varsity's picked right up where the varsity left off. Folks, it is 56-0 with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third quarter.
We do not have a listing for number 23 for the ponies.
That's Nate Stubblefield. The announcer just said they don't have a number.
This kickoff brought to you by Patriot Air.
That's number 3 Hicks on this kickoff. He's going to boot it again towards the side, and it's going to be returnable.
Yeah, he's running across field, and he got cut off.
And he gets...
Oh, yeah. They're going to give him...
That's Andy Jones.
They're going to give him some kind of
Oh,
progress.
looks
though.
like flag. I think Andy Jones drew the flag because the whistle was blowing.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you're just in the zone,
Yeah, and Andy Jones is a player. I don't care what anybody says. I will argue about that.
he's a thumper.
Yeah. Looks like they're bringing in the some of the starters on defense. I see Garrett Reed.
They may keep first team defense out there and let the backups play offense.
Yeah. It's 56-0. 3:13 left in the third quarter. Caney Valley will start with the ball on. They're trying to figure out where to spot it, I guess. So
Yep.
Looks like the official might have picked this flag up.
No, I was wrong. They're starting to put in some backups. They still got some of that line in there. I believe that was a face mask on the ponies.
Yeah, when there's 6 guys tackling one guy for the other team, there's very few places left to grab.
Face mask and a personal foul.
Okay.
So that's going to back them up a lot.
Positive yard for Caney Valley, though.
Personal foul against the ponies, so the Trojans will start around the 46-yard line.
Yeah, they got a 1st and 10, 46-yard line. Their own 46. 3:02 left in the third quarter.
Wallace took the snap and tried to dump it off. A little miscommunication there.
Yeah, you know, this game is pretty much in the bag. You just got to watch now.
They still got a whole quarter left to.
Yeah, there's still a full quarter and some change. 2:30 left in the third quarter. 56-0 Kellyville.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Trojans. Looks like the Trojans are going to spread it out a little bit. Oh, he's going to quarterback sneak it and gets met by Garrett Reed and his friends.
Yeah, he picked up, 4 yards? Looks like.
Yeah, looks like the starters are slowly coming out. John Vaughn's still in there. John Vaughn's still over there at that tackle position. But for the most part, these are all the backups.
Well, you leave one starter out there for to be.
Oh,
a
John
coach,
Vaughn's playing
be a
outside
coach
backer.
on the field. Oh, they got him an outside backer. He's standing up.
And Ooh. Clayton Wallace.
Incomplete.
Clayton Wallace came in and laid the wood.
Clayton Wallace went off in that Sperry scrimmage. He went full Bobby Boucher.
So that's going to bring up a 4th down. And let's see what the Trojans can come up with on this 4th down. Maybe since they got the backups in there, this may be a hard count.
Yeah, could be draw 'em off sides.
Nope, he's going to take it and he's going to slip. And he's going to pick up a 1st down. And he's going to slip again. And he's going to pick up a 1st down. I believe that's the first down Caney Valley's picked up on offense.
That they've earned, yes.
3 yards. We have 20 seconds left in this 3rd quarter.
Your Kellyville Ponies lead the Caney Valley Trojans 56-0.
Looks like they're just going to let the clock wind down to the 4th quarter.
Yeah, folks, be sure and stick around after the game. We're going to do a post-game show with Coach Brown. And then again, Thursday night at Coneyville at 6 p.m., we're doing a coach's show, and Coach Brown will bring some players with him. We'll interview Coach Brown and then interview the players. That should be a good time. It's treated like a pep rally, guys. I'll tell you what, these ponies are working hard this year. They've got a good team. They're going to get some mileage out of this year. I can tell you. I can see that right now. They're going to get some miles out of this season.
Now, how about a shout out to the Kellyville band, the Pride of Kellyville?
Yeah, they're set up down there in the south end zone. They sound pretty good tonight.
As they always do. This program has been retooled, and the numbers were kind of dwindling. People graduating, not enough people joining, and that's Mr. Cisco just went out and found a bunch of kids that wanted to play, and they sound pretty good.
Yeah, and of course the Kellyville cheerleaders down there on the sideline, give them a shout out. They are usually contenders for state year in and year out for the last, seems like 5 or 6 years.
All right, we're going to get back to this action with the start of the 4th quarter. Kellyville up 56-0, and we got the backups in there. Number 7, Wallace, in for the Trojans at quarterback. He's got pressure.
They had the slot receiver down here jumped off sides, but I don't think they called a flag.
He had pressure though. He had pressure coming off his right off of his right side, and he rolled out, and him and his receiver just couldn't hook up.
Well, when a quarterback's under pressure, they have to hurry the throw, and if the receiver isn't on the same page,
especially if they're just coming out of their route.
Yeah, it's like
it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Trojans. They're going to go with a stacked backfield.
Ponies showing blitz. They come.
We got a flag. Oh, and he slips. That's Nate Stubblefield brought him down.
I'm going to say that's going to be a hold on Caney Valley. The right inside linebacker was coming, and the defensive tackle just grabbed him and went down on his back. That's not how you block, son.
Looks like the Pony defense starting having some. First say with a new mouth. Looks like they're having some fun. They're bringing both the middle linebackers in that A gap.
Yeah,
they're walking them both up.
Yeah, and it's just, I think it's a little bit too much. And if Caney Valley has their second string in, that's just kind of, way too much. Yeah, they're walking off. Looks like 10 yards.
Oh.
Well, at least it's not 95 degrees up here. I will say that. Fall has fell.
It's going to bring up a second and forever.
Yeah, about 20, looks like 21 maybe, 22.
Caney Valley is going to spread it out a little bit. They got 2 receivers out to the right.
Second and 25.
Wallace takes a snap. He's going to QB draw, and he's going to be drug. He's going to drag a tackler. Drag a tackler for a couple more.
Number 58, Shane Lay.
That's Shane Lay.
Shane Lay, little brother to Sean Lay, who graduated last year.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and long. Caney Valley's still going to spread it out. They got 2 receivers out to the right, but a wing back on the left. Send one in motion. Wallace going to hand it off on a jet sweep. And he's going to be tackled by Shane Lay.
Shane Lay, and I'll tell you what, Clayton Wallace almost had that tackle in
Oh,
the
he got the-
backfield.
Looked like Caden Ayers. Caden Ayers is going to go ahead and score.
They blew it dead though. I'll tell you what, Caden Ayers is a heads-up player though. He seems very smart. Well, Colton is very smart. He's got a very high football IQ, and if Caden has spent any time paying attention to his older brother Colton, Caden's going to be a force, is what he is. He's as much of a he's got the heart of a fighter. And he's very smart. So, yeah, I think the Ponies will be in good hands next year with him at quarterback.
Just going to bring up a fourth and about 13. Let's see if the Pony backups can hold. Sends the receiver in motion. Going to hand it off. He's going to be stopped. No, he's going to keep run through tacklers, but it's going to be short of the first down. He was met at the line, broke a couple tackles, and then I believe that was Caden.
Number 15, Hayden Jones.
No, it's Hayden Jones, number 15 on the stop.
There, 1st and 10.
Pony offense is going to take over now.
1st and 10 for the Ponies.
Well, that's good. If
No,
you're-
did he? No.
Another Stuart Martin, Kubota, 1st down.
No, that's the Pony offense. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Didn't look like anyone really moved.
I know it was kind of a weird deal, and they were messing with the flags over there. Well, I know as of this afternoon, they were still looking for guys to work on the chain game.
Quarterback for the Ponies.
He's going to hand off to Nate Stubblefield, who's going to cut back.
Across the grain.
Oh, runs over a tackler.
Stubblefield.
And he's going to pick up, I believe, a 1st down.
Pick up another Ponies 1st down. Another Stuart Martin, Kubota, 1st down.
7:48 left in the third quarter.
Let's
Fourth
see if-
quarter, excuse me.
Let's see if we can get these young pups a touchdown.
Let's do it.
They're going to send 2 receivers out to the right. Going to hand it off again to Nate. He loses the ball, but I think he recovered.
Loose ball on the field.
Yeah, he fumbled it in front of him, and it was falling forward, and I think he just fell on it. That's what it looked like. Yeah, he
recovered by the Trojans.
Oh, okay.
It's all good.
So Trojans will take over. 1st and 10 from.
Shake it off. You got to shake it off and go play defense now.
Yeah. Caney Valley will take over 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line.
Let's see if this young defense can.
6:35 left in the game.
Let's see if we can keep this shutout. He's going to hand off.
Up the middle.
And he's going to be stopped and pulled down by number 63. That's Melvin Wise.
He picked up about 7 yards.
Wrapped up by number 53, Melvin White. Gain of 8. Gain of 7 on the play. Brings up a second down and 3 for the Trojans.
Tell you what, standing up here, my knees are starting to.
I got 29 years on you. I don't want to hear it.
Caney Valley's got a 2nd and 3. He's going to hand. No, he's going to fake. He's going to fall down.
Quarterback tripped up in the backfield.
And he's going to lose most of the yards they just gained.
Yeah, he lost about 3 yards.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd and about 8.
Loss of 5 on the play. Brings up a 3rd down and 8. Don't forget, pony fans, the ponies travel to
Who was that pony that slapped his leg? Do you know? I didn't see who it was.
I can't see, honestly. So it's going to bring up about a 3rd and 8 for the Trojans. See if this young defense can hold. Quarterback keeper.
Quarterback on the keeper.
He's going to be ball. No. I thought that was the ball. I saw something.
Close to the 1st down.
He moved the ball a little bit, but it's still a 4th down.
And it's going to be about a 4th and 3.
We got about 4.5 minutes left to go in this game. Let's see what this young defense can do.
It's kind of pointless now, but
well,
just you want to, it's most of the way through the 4th quarter. You kind of cheering for them to keep the shutout going.
Yeah, I mean this is the ponies of tomorrow.
Yes.
Let's see what
this group out here right now. You're right.
Quarterback keeper. He's going to be stopped.
Stopped short.
Stopped short.
He made it about to the line. He might have picked up.
I think
maybe half a yard.
We're under 4 minutes to go in this game. Looks like the young ponies can keep this shutout.
Yeah, the clock's ticking down. 3:40 left in the 4th quarter.
We got Caden Ayers at quarterback for the ponies. He's going to hand off to Stubblefield.
Stubblefield looks like a pretty good runner.
And he's going to carry a couple tacklers for a nice gain.
Yeah, about 15, 16 yards.
Tell you what, if these backups can get in the weight room, and get a little bit bigger and a little bit stronger, they could be a force.
Yes, and this group of seniors this year are showing some good leadership.
Caden Ayers still at quarterback for the ponies. He's a high snap.
A little bit of a high snap. He pulled it down. He's scrambling around his left.
He's going to get to the edge.
He's going to get a 1st down.
And he's going to get knocked out well after a 1st down.
Yeah, he picked up about 20 on that run. I see some brotherly competition going on out there this season. Because that run right there, I think, just put Caden ahead of Colton Ayers in rushing yardage.
They just marked him back.
I didn't see a flag.
I didn't see any flag. It's a long one, too.
Mm-hmm. 10 yards.
I didn't even see a... Must have been a hold. Ball. Somebody picked it up. I think that was a bad exchange, but somebody from the ponies. Somebody was able to pick it up. think it was Brody Berryhill for the Ponies. We're about a minute 15 left in this game, and the young Ponies trying to keep this shutout alive.
56-0, 105 left in the ball game.
He's going to pitch it out to Stubblefield, who's got a little bit of room. He's in the clear.
He's gone.
He is gone. Touchdown, Kellyville. That's Nate Stubblefield, number 23. Shaking. Right now, with that score, we're at last week's score of 62.
That was about a 45-yard run is what that was.
Looks like the young Ponies are going to go for 2. Okay, Nair's going to take it.
He's rolled to his right. He's got it.
He's going to pick up the 2, 64-0.
64-0. There's about 45 seconds left.
Looks like the Ponies are keeping this shutout alive.
Yeah, and a bad handle on a kickoff here could even put more points on.
Or it could go to the best formation.
But I think the clock's going to run out. There's 34, 33.
Are they just letting it run?
Yeah, I think they're just going to mercy run it. Which,
dang, we didn't get to see the best formation in all football, the victory formation.
Yeah, but I think we're going to see a lot of that this season.
Look for maybe a squib right here, or even if they even get this kick off.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to. I think they're just going to let it run off.
So
yeah, we're down under 5 seconds now. Yeah, they're just going to let it run. That's the ball game, folks. 64-0. Your Kellyville Ponies over the Caney Valley Trojans.
2-0 in season.
2-0 in the season and looking strong. Tonight was just dominating.
This all three phases were firing: offense, defense, and special teams.
Yes, 8 cylinders were firing for all 4 quarters, and even the second string looked strong.
The backups look good too. We got young Nate Stubblefield a touchdown in a varsity game.
Yes, sir. And, you know, and Caden Ayers showed me in that scrimmage against Sperry, he seems more mature than his age. Well, folks, I'm going to take a little break for a couple of minutes, and Coach Brown will be up here in a couple of minutes, and we're going to do a quick little interview with him. So I don't know what that was, but it scared me. So, folks, like I said, stay tuned. We'll have Coach Joe Brown up here shortly for a post-game wrap-up. We'll be back in a minute.